All right, guys, welcome back. Thanks again for tuning in. This is another TTM video. And as I'm fond to say, TTM is just an abbreviation which means through the mail. It's a way to get autographs through the mail. You send your favorite athlete, favorite sports figure, a card or a photograph, along with a self-addressed stamp envelope, and a letter asking for their autograph. And very often, you'll get it back in the mail at no charge. It's quite amazing. When I get those back, I come to my YouTube channel and make videos, and that's what we're here for today. Today is a 4 return, and it's going to be something, out of the ordinary, which is good. We always like to see somebody new or some other target out there for our autograph-seeking hobby that we all have. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. This first return is actually 2 returns, and I did this purposefully. I sent requests to 2 gentlemen on the same day just to see what would happen. I sent it to Diego Segui, who lives in Kansas, and his son David Segui, who lives in Arizona. David returned his in 9 days, and Diego returned his in 10 days. And as you may know, if you've seen my previous videos, I've kind of targeted father-son major leaguers. It's been a fun little quest that I'm on. I got returns from Vernon Law and Vance Law, Ducky Schofield and Dick Schofield, and now the father-son duo from the Segui family. So we'll start with Papa Segui, Diego Segui. He is 82 years old. He was a right-handed pitcher for 16 seasons from 1962 to 1977 for the Kansas City A's, the Seattle Pilots, the Oakland A's. Let's get that focused in there. Let's go focus in, focus in. Yeah. The Oakland A's, and as you see here, the Cardinals, and then the Red Sox. Signed this 1 of 1, 1973 tops, in blue Sharpie. So that was kind of neat. He had a unique thing that happened to him throughout his career. He was born in Cuba, first of all, and he was a forkball specialist. Starting pitcher early in his career, and as often happened with pitchers back in that era, if they lost their effectiveness as a starter, or if they were more effective on a short-term basis, 2 or 3 innings, 4 innings maybe, they generally turned them into relief pitchers. There were no relief pitchers from birth back then, really. There were a handful, but not many. Most of them were reformed starting pitchers, and that's how Diego Segui became a reliever. But he pitched for both Seattle teams, the Seattle Pilots in 1969 and then the Mariners in 1977, and both of those franchises' first games. He pitched in both of those. Now, in the offseason, he pitched in Venezuela in the Winter League and is a member of that league's Hall of Fame, which he was inducted in 2003. I got that back from Diego Segui in 10 days, and there's no fee. And like I said, the next one is from his son, David, who signed 2 of 2, a 1992 Donruss and a 1992 Fleer in blue Sharpie, and inscribed Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Diego Segui. Pretty good player, hot prospect when he first came up back in like 1990. I think this 1992 shows he played 2 years thus far for the Orioles. He played first base, as you can see in this photograph, left-handed hitter. Played from 1990 to 2004. So what's that, 15 seasons? For the Orioles, I think he had 2 stints with the Orioles and maybe some other teams sandwiched in there. He finished his career with 139 home runs, lifetime batting average of 291. Pretty good player. Got that back, and like I said, in 9 days, there is no fee for David Segui. I've seen him sign as many as 4 at a time, so I know he does that. But again, I got that back in 9 days, no fee. The third return is kind of unique. It's from California. Get my easel out for this one and hopefully reduce the glare that you all see. This is a Sports Illustrated, April 12th, 1992, signed by the cover person, Steve Garvey. He signed it, Steve Garvey, 74 NL MVP, number 6. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see if that will stand up there. Sometimes these magazines have trouble standing. With no glare, perhaps. There you go. Steve Garvey, I think we all know who he is. He's now 70 years old. Seems like he just played a few years ago, but it's been several years. He played 19 seasons. He was a first baseman as well. He played for the Dodgers and the Padres. 2,600 hits, 440 doubles, 272 home runs, over 1,300 runs batted in. Hit 294 as a career. Was MVP in 1974. Was a 10-time All-Star. 4-time Gold Glove, and he was a great clutch hitter. He was 2-time National League Championship Series MVP, 2-time All-Star Game MVP. He won a ring in 1981 with the Dodgers, and in that World Series he hit .417. Received some Hall of Fame consideration when he was eligible. His highest vote total was 42. And as you know, you need, I think, 75 to get elected. But I do think he'll be elected on the old timers ballot. Veterans Committee will elect him. He deserves to be elected. I'd rather have him in the Hall of Fame than Harold Baines. But hey, we've all been complaining about Harold Baines for quite some time. But his election, changes everything, in my opinion. But there is a fee for Steve Garvey. He donates that to charity, I believe. It's $5 per autograph. And that's what I sent with this Sports Illustrated. Got that back from California in 8 days. Now, there are 2 addresses listed for Mr. Garvey. So if you have any doubts whatsoever, I've noticed that one of the addresses gets much quicker returns than the other. I'll be happy to help you. Again, I'll have my email down below in the description down below. Don't hesitate to email me or put a comment down below. I'll be glad to help you. As always, I'll share all of my information. Anything I have is yours. But that's number 3. Got that back in 8 days, $5 fee. 4th return today this is where the uniqueness comes in. It is a female return. Don't see many of those, do you? And it is Morgana, the Kissing Bandit. Her name is Morgana Roberts. And she signed 2 8x10s. Both of these are different angles of the same event. But you younger folks who may be watching may not know who Morgana, the Kissing Bandit is, but her claim to fame is that she would run onto the playing fields, mostly baseball, but she also did it for other sports, basketball and football. The first time she ever did it was in 1969. Her friend double dog dared her to go out and kiss Pete Rose. So she ran out of the stands, ran up to home plate, and kissed Pete Rose. And I think she's done it hundreds and hundreds of times after that. Kind of became famous. Her measurements are 60, 23, 39. And as you can see there, so she was very, very easily recognizable. And if you look at this autograph, this is interesting here. Hopefully I can get this. On the M of Morgana, you can see she kind of did the a self-portrait there, if you will. It says Morgana the Kissing Bandit. And then on this photograph, she says, to Michael, breast wishes, Morgana. And she did a self-portrait again there. So that's really, really neat. Morgana no longer does public appearances. She stopped doing that a few years ago. ESPN did a documentary on her, an E60 episode, called, I think, just Morgana the Kissing Bandit. That was done in 2014, so she was very, very famous during the 70s and 80s when she was playing the role of the Kissing Bandit. And a very neat autograph to get back. I'm so happy she did that. Thank you, Morgana. Thank you for the drawing. That's it for today. We've got one return from Diego Segui, 2 returns from his son, David Segui, Sports Illustrated from hopefully future Hall of Famer Steve Garvey, and 2 8x10s from Morgana the Kissing Bandit. Got that back in 18 days. There's no fee for Morgana. Again, guys, if you like this video, click the like button. And make sure you leave a comment down below. As I say, I like to read all of them. I usually respond to them as well. Really keeps me motivated. I appreciate you guys doing that. Click the like button. And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you click the bell so you'll be notified of all my future videos. And as I said, I'll have my email down below. If you need any of this information, don't hesitate. Drop me an email. I'll be happy to supply anything I have. But again, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back soon with another video. But for now, so long, and we'll talk to you soon.